That night felt longer than any night I had ever lived through. I sat in the living room, the clock ticking past midnight, waiting for my wife to come home. At first, I thought maybe she was just out late with friends. Then 1 o'clock came. 2 o'clock. By 3 in the morning, I was pacing the floor, staring at the door, replaying every excuse she had given me over the past few weeks. My gut twisted with a truth I didn't want to face. By 4, I stopped waiting on the couch and sat in the dark. Her phone went straight to voicemail, her location was turned off, and all I had were my thoughts. Dark, heavy thoughts that something wasn't right. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't even close my eyes. At 6 in the morning, the silence broke with the buzz of my phone. It was her. For a brief second, my heart leapt with relief. Finally, she was reaching out. I opened the message with, shaking hands, expecting some excuse about her phone dying or her car breaking down. Instead, what I read shattered me into pieces. Her message was short, almost careless. Don't wait up for me anymore. I spent the night with someone who makes me feel alive. I need space. Maybe this break is permanent. I stared at the screen, numb. The words blurred together, and I read them again and again, hoping I had misunderstood. But there it was, clear as daylight. My wife, the woman I trusted, the woman I built a life with, hadn't just stayed out all night. She had spent it in another man's arms, and she didn't even hide it. She was so certain of her control over me that she thought she could throw those words like knives and I'd still come crawling back. Something inside me broke, but not in the way she expected. She thought I would beg, plead, maybe rage. Instead, I went cold. I took a screenshot of her message and saved it. Then I stood up, showered, dressed, and walked into my lawyer's office as soon as they opened. The look on his face when I showed him the text said everything. This wasn't just cheating, it was an outright confession in writing. For weeks, I had been suspicious. She had grown distant, always glued to her phone, smiling at messages she never shared, staying late at work without explanation. But part of me kept hoping I was wrong, that maybe stress was pulling her away, not betrayal. That hope died the moment her SMS arrived. It was like she had ripped off her mask and revealed the stranger she had become. While she enjoyed her new adventure, I was making plans of my own. Quietly, I secured my finances, moved money into my name, and gathered every bit of proof I needed. I wasn't going to confront her in a screaming match. I wanted the kind of revenge that left no room for doubt. When she finally came home that evening, pretending nothing had happened, she was shocked to see her bags packed by the door. On the table sat a folder, the text she had sent me, photos I had collected of her with him, and divorce papers. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I simply said, "You wanted space. Now you'll have all the space in the world." Her face twisted from arrogance to panic. She tried to laugh it off at first, saying it was just a bad joke, that she didn't mean it, that she had been confused. But lies are fragile, and the evidence was already stacked against her. When she realized I wasn't budging, the tears came. She begged me to reconsider, promised to cut him off, swore she still loved me. But her SMS echoed in my head. Someone who makes me feel alive. How could she love me when she had already given her heart and her body to someone else? The divorce moved quickly. The judge didn't need much convincing when I showed the message she had written with her own hands. Her arrogance became her downfall. She lost more than she imagined: our home, financial stability, and the respect of everyone who once admired her. Word spread quickly, and even the friends who encouraged her little games started to distance themselves when reality hit. And her lover, the man who made her feel alive, he didn't stick around. Once the drama unfolded and the pressure of real life replaced their stolen nights, he vanished. She traded a loyal husband for a temporary thrill, and she ended up with nothing but regret. As for me, I walked away stronger. The pain of that morning SMS cut deep, but it also freed me. It was the truth, raw and undeniable, that pushed me to reclaim my dignity. No more waiting in the dark, no more questioning, No more begging for love from someone who had already left me long before. Now, when I think about that night, I realize her message wasn't just the end of our marriage, it was the beginning of my freedom. She shattered me with her words, but from those pieces I built a life where I no longer had to wonder who was walking through the door at night. She wanted space, and I gave her all the space she could ever dream of, permanently.